Hello, it's Jolene from Ride the Wind e-bikes, Sutton, Ontario, and I wanted to do a video about mobility scooters. I have three models to show here because I am a dealer for Tao motors and I'm a dealer for Emmo. Love those brands, think they're awesome. So this is the two models from Emmo. You have a T345 and a T360, 2145 and 24.99. There's plus freight and PDI, but there's no HST on mobility. I also have the Tao Freedom. These are a 60 volt and they're on sale for $2,100 all in. So I want to go back to the differences between these two. I call these the all-terrain mobility scooters. They're pretty heavy duty. They've got a great weight capacity, I believe, of 200 kilos. And they come with the 10 by 3.5 tubeless tires, which is kind of great. Most of them come with disc brakes, but essentially size-wise, they're all the same. So whether you go with T345 or T360, same with the Tao, they are the same as well. There's basically just differences in features and also speed. So let's go through the main difference between Tao and Emmo. Emmo scooters have an engine brake and they have a top speed of 15 kilometers an hour. These are more of a mobility scooter in terms of safety because obviously you've just let go of the throttle and it will stop itself and it doesn't go more than 15. Those are two really great safety features. The Tao Freedom, this is basically a converted scooter, and I say that because it's a 60 volt 20 amp hour that can also come in lithium as well, which is a nice feature of this bike, but you have to brake this bike. So anywhere you're going, just like as if you're on a scooter, you've got your back brake here and your front brake here, and you must brake yourself. Because they do 32 kilometers an hour, that's pretty fast. You know, you hit a bump the wrong way, it can be a little bit on the danger side. This is a great bike for somebody who doesn't necessarily have mobility issues, but really just wants more of a relaxing ride, and this gives you really great distances. So does the Emmo, the T345 and T360. These are rated between 50 kilometers, and if you go with lithium, you're gonna get 60 to 65 kilometers per charge. That's excellent. So again, it's a 60 volt, 20 amp hour lithium and lead acid. And I have another video that goes through like the differences of those. Emmo only comes in a 24 volt, either 45 amp hour or 55 amp hour. Amp hours is like a gas tank. It dictates basically the distance that you can go. The bigger the amp hour in a battery, the bigger the actual battery is, which means it's got more power to get it going for a longer time. So these are rated, I believe, 45 and up to 60 kilometers on the 55. There's a lot more factors involved in that. I know, again, that's another video. But the fact is that you've got a good solid 40 to 50 kilometers on these bikes before you have to charge. And that's a pretty good distance. That's a long day, to be honest, especially trucking along at 15 kilometers an hour. So yeah, you can go days and if not weeks without having to charge these. So this, let's go through the differences. The T345, one, you can see that it doesn't have a reclining back, but it has a lockable storage, and that's pretty cool because the bikes do have storage underneath here, but these seats, because they've got the metal plate, can be pretty heavy to lift, and I'm gonna show you here. You have to take your key, you gotta bend down a little bit, you gotta turn it, and then at the same time lift it. There you go. Not incredibly heavy, but can be a little awkward for some. And this is a nice spot here. Your batteries are underneath this box, and then you have your breaker there. But it keeps things nice and secure. One of the major deciding factors is the fact that this one comes with a thumb throttle. It's the only one that comes with a thumb throttle. Otherwise, it's pull throttle. The Emmos have a digital screen, which is really nice because it can be a little bit more accurate. You have your tripometer and you have your odometer, and then your speed is nice and clear with that one. Or I'll just pan over to the Freedom, and it's an analog. It's accurate anyways, but just this one obviously is a little more. This one comes with your speed. You have a slow and a high. So basically 8 kilometers an hour or 15. This also is an additional battery life. You have reverse. Okay. You have lights. So if you're going around at night, no problem. You've got lights. Okay. You have signals. Okay. So, and I love the fact that these make sound. Kind of lets people know that you're coming along. Horn. Okay. This one doesn't have a, it doesn't have an alarm system. That's what I call the Cadillac over there. I'll go through those features. And this little button here, people ask what's that? Well, right now these are in neutral. They're easier to move. There's a lever underneath here that you pop up and that engages you so that you can go. Where the Freedoms, they don't have that because it's just go. Okay, what else can I tell you? So that button will put you into neutral so you can move it or engage instead of having to go underneath the seat like we used to have to do. This one does not have disc brakes. They've got drum on the front and then they have the motor at the back. So let's talk about the T345. What are you paying for? What's that extra, what is it, 350 bucks. Disc brakes, heated grips, radio, reclining seat, and alarm system. That's what you're getting with these. This one also has a high, low, medium. The other one does as well. But that's what you're getting with this one. The seat's a little bit higher and you can really recline back here. It'll go even further than that too. But it doesn't have the lockable storage. So a little bit of give and take. They ride just the same. And let me tell you, the one concern is, can you tip these? Well, I had about a 250-pound man come and he was doing full tilt with these bikes. And what happens is one of the tires, if they lift up, and they did lift up about 1 inch to 2 inches, it actually cuts the engine power so that you don't get any spin or it just stops it and then it levels down. So it's got some neat, that's a really great thing. So he tried really hard to dump this bike and it didn't happen. So I encourage anybody that has a concern whether the 3-wheel is stable or not, just come and test drive it. Don't speculate, because I haven't had anybody say, yeah, you know what, I feel like I'm gonna fall over. Even in a 4-wheel, if you take a corner, like a curb the wrong way, yeah, you still have to manage your speed going over any bump, whether it's a 3-wheel or a 4-wheel. So turn that one off. And then these are the 2 colors. So those are the 2 colors that come in that bike. These are the 2 colors. Actually, that one comes in silver as well. But from Tao, this is the 2 colors that they come in. I gotta say, I really love the flat black. Same thing where they have this storage underneath that you can lift this up. That's a nice spot for a dog, to be honest. A small dog, you can lock it right in. Anyways, reverse, high, low, and medium. So you can limit your speed to, I believe, 8 kilometers, 15 kilometers, and then up to about 30, 32. And it's got your lights, high beam, low beam as well, throttle here. So yeah, it's a rundown, but these are a terrific value, especially when you get into Invacare and Fortress. They really, I mean, you can't get an all-terrain solid bike like this for the prices. So you've got full warranty on these, and they're awesome. So I hope this helps.